Hello YouTube, how are you doing? Right now, I've talked about how when I use the shower, this drained and this overfilled. We've had a plumber, he put a camera in here. Behind here is the crawl space, whatever you want to call it. This is in the basement. So behind here, on the floor is where the main pipe is. So the piping connects to the main pipe there. And the piping through here connects it. It's roughly 1 foot behind here. So that's where he put the main camera. My room is behind here. And from my room to the street is where the outside pipe is, and that's where the problem is. Basically, it's roots. Now, the reason why my voice is funny, because since we're winter, we obviously can't do much. Sorry, my phone just beeped. Take that off. Because we can't do much in winter, he used a machine on this auger to cut the roots. But recently, they've been coming back. As you can see, it's wet. Now, I've already done this, but after doing it, I realized I should have filmed it. So what is it? Super drain. Granular. But this is the dangerous stuff. I first used this. Hold on. I first used this in the drain there. And it works. It works a lot. So the fix for this was useless, but in the end it was good anyways, cleaning out the filter. Now this is the dangerous part. Yeah. And you can see I'm wearing gloves. This is sulfuric acid. This is what was basically in my pool that made me sick last summer. So I dumped some more in there. What you're supposed to do, fill this cap with the powder, dump it into the suspicious pipes. I put the rest in there, and then you pour 1 cup of cold water. But I forgot. I dumped 1 cup in here and 1 cup in here, and I flushed the toilet. As you can see, it's all wet. I wet the toilet before so the powder doesn't go everywhere. But here, as you can see by all the mess, the moment I poured the water, it started bubbling, and then it just spurted out, which is why I'm wearing gloves, and you'll see why I'm talking weird. Yeah, I had to invest in this cap. I'm not wearing it now because I've already done it, but I had the glasses, which I removed to clean. So, if you ever work with this stuff, you have to be prepared. Because you add this to water. You do not add water to it, which was my fault. So now I gotta clean that. The other procedure, I poured 1 cup, I flushed the toilet, and then I let it sit for 15 minutes. 15 minutes. There was still a little bit of powder residue in the bottom, so I just moved it with my hands. And then I swear to God, along the piping in the floor, I heard like a grumbling sound. And then on its own, the water just drained down totally at around 10 minutes. So I waited another 5. And then for a couple, I flushed 10 times. Not fast, I flushed. The first flush came back up to here. Clean water, not dirty water. Roughly up to here, and then it slowly went back down. And at the same time, there was huge gurgling sounds, but no water came out. And there was also gurgling sounds in here, but as you can tell by the mess, yep, I was very lucky I was wearing gloves. But after that, all the other flushes, super clean. And now there's no more issues. There's a telltale sign. It's hard to explain unless you actually have a toilet, not the toilet, but the main line blocked. There's a gurgling, and you can tell by the water is not fully going up and down at the normal speed. This was not cheap. It was very expensive. I probably used, I don't want to put this in the counter. I probably used this much already. Every 3 days, I put 2 cups in here. I'm no longer putting it in there or in the bathroom. I'm only going to put it in the toilet. Every 3 days, I put 2 cups in there. I'm not going to open this. Oh, might as well. It's just a hassle putting the mask on. And my new stand is not cooperating. So, this on. The gloves. I don't want any powder on the floor. Any powder that you breathe or touch can make you sick. This is just to show you how it looks like. Sulfuric acid. Yeah. So 2 cups of this into there pretty much solve the problems that I was having. And you always wash the coat. You wash it completely after use. Try not to touch it with your bare hands, and especially wear a mask. If possible, a mask with filters like I'm wearing right now. Just smelling it makes you dizzy. It's really powerful stuff. As you can see, there's always a little powder residue. I'm just taking off my mask now. Basically what it does, it absorbs and eats away all biodegradable. I'm not trying to say the P word, but you understand what I'm trying to say. Let's say there's stuck. There's too much of this, or like in my case, there's a lot of hair. Or if you accidentally stupidly put something thicker in there, like paper towels, it will eat through that. And because it's sulfuric acid, it absorbs all moisture, water, very fast. It will kill the tree roots that are stuck inside the pipes. Now, because the plumber already cut through, cleanly through the pipes, a few days later I started putting this, and it works a lot. But if you have roots in the pipe already, good luck. It's always best to clean the roots before using this. This will kill the roots inside. Let's say the frame of this image is the tube, and there's like roots coming out like this. This will clean it up. It'll kill it, it'll shrivel it, and it will die off, and the water can flow. But in my case, he showed me the video and the pictures, our tree roots were basically touching, merging. That's what caused the blockages. If I use this in that case, it wouldn't be as effective. It will still work, but it wouldn't get rid of the thicker roots. But it does work. Okay, just a little quick video on how I solved the problem for now. But we're gonna have to do this eventually, in the spring when the snow's gone.